When it comes to meditating, samadhi, there is a lot involved to speak about. One of the issues is mindfulness, Sati. I haven't spoken about Sati yet. Why has Luang Por preached for many days and given many sermons, but hasn't mentioned Sati? He just keeps preaching. So let me tell you about Sati. About Sati, you've heard many teachers or many people often talk about how when it comes to cultivating Sati, whatever you do, in everything you do, you must have Sati. What must you do so that Sati is strong, so that it continuously thrives? The term Sati means being able to recollect. If you merely develop Sati on its own, it is like you've sharpened a knife until it is sharp and just left it there. It isn't used for any work. It is just left there. Instead of using the knife for something to cut wood, trim grass, or chop vegetables, you don't use it. Once it has been sharpened, it is left sitting there. In a case like that, is there any benefit in sharpening the knife? No. If it is left for a long time, the blade might rust. Once rust appears, the blade is bound to dull. The rust eats at the blade, and the blade becomes dull. Then it is sharpened again. Once it is sharp, it is left sitting there. It isn't used to do any work whatsoever. And then in another 4 to 5 days or 10 days, the rust appears again. So it is sharpened again. If you do this, will any benefit come from your knife? Definitely not. Instead of chopping vegetables and boiling them into a soup, or cutting grass or clearing a forest or clearing a wood, the knife isn't used to cut anything. It is simply left for the rust to eat at it. There is no benefit from the blade. Likewise, after establishing Sati or developing Sati, if you do not apply that Sati toward Dhamma contemplations, the Sati is worthless. It has no value. It is like that knife you have sharpened. Sati is a method of enhancement. What does it enhance? It enhances serene meditation, samatha. It enhances insight development, vipassana. It enhances two things. Those who practice samatha must rely on Sati as an enhancer. Those who practice continuous vipassana must rely on Sati as an enhancer. It enhances these two things. That is why when you cultivate Sati, you must know the benefits of Sati in order to use it in supplementing your work. As I explained in the knife metaphor, Sati must be used in order to be advantageous. Merely establishing Sati from putto, and then letting it wane. Then re-establishing it and letting it wane. You can develop Sati in this way until the day you die and nothing will happen at all. Because you didn't apply it to anything. If you apply it to wisdom, pañña, it will produce results. Many people have asked about practicing mental cultivation at some center I can't recall. They raise the arm and lower it down. It is cultivating Sati. Let them cultivate it. That's their business. However, our method of cultivating Sati is different. What does Sati mean? It is the ability to recollect. Sampajañña is clarity of consciousness. As for being able to recollect, what is it that is being recollected? Take that recollection, Sati, and use it to enhance wisdom, pañña. You recollect something. You recollect aging, sickness, death. You recollect them, so continue to contemplate. You recollect that before, or previous day, I experienced suffering like this. You recollect it, so keep contemplating it. Whatever it is you recollect, that is what you contemplate, then it will be of benefit. Sati is the ability to recollect. That's how it is translated. Sampajañña is clarity of consciousness. That is, being conscious of your characteristics. This applies in both a worldly way and a Dhamma way. What is your position and what is not your position? What is appropriate and what is inappropriate? What is disrespectful or respectful? You must know how to be conscious of yourself at all times. If you are a woman, you must be conscious of being a woman. What does someone in a woman's position do? How do they live and how do they conduct themselves in a way appropriate for a woman's position of being conscious of being a woman? Men have to be conscious of being a man and what someone in a man's position must do. at a minimum in a basic normal way? Or monks? Monks carry on like monks. They are conscious of being monks. As a lay person, as a practitioner, you must be conscious of being a practitioner. Whether you're at home or with friends, you must be conscious of being a practitioner. As you are here today, your family knows that their child, their mother, their friend is one of the practitioners practicing mental cultivation at Wat Pa Ban right now. You must realize that you are a practitioner. You are practicing at Wat Pa Ban. You realize this. Upon returning home, you must realize that you are a practitioner. What should you not do? If you speak in a bad way to others, it is unbefitting of a practitioner's dignity. This is how you are conscious of yourself. Previously, you disparaged this person or that person, ingratiated yourself, spoke in a manner that made people despise you, spoke unpleasantly. From now on, you are a practitioner. You must be conscious of being a practitioner. You should not speak in the same way as before. You must amend your ways.